my beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If you don't know me already, my name is Rachel. I graduated from Clemson University and oh my god, welcome to this rainy video. And if anybody knows me, cold rain and me just don't get along. It's just not my thing. And so obviously I've dressed down for today because I can't handle this weather. I am not made for this cold weather. We're halfway through September and it's starting to get cold already. Currently, we are getting some tropical depression of some sort. That's what it's looking like. Apparently, we're expecting 5 inches of rain. I'm gonna see. No, I just don't like. Maybe I'm too short. Maybe that's what it is, guys. Maybe I'm just too short for this. Yeah, your girl is a typical 5'2" girly. I'm a really small girl. This is like how far the wheel comes up to me. It's like right here. Anyways, I have a really fun story to share with you guys, so I can't wait to tell it. Let's get started with the video.
It's maddening that you make me smile, even at times when no one else can. When I get overwhelmed and I want the world to fade away just for a while.
So this story I'm about to tell you guys for today is a really fun one from freshman year. Before I start getting into it, yes, this was before he got arrested. At the time, he was a 2000s legend. Hey Google, is Sean Kingston still in prison? I can't believe I asked Google that. Okay. So he's out of prison. He's just bailed out. He got bailed out on June 4th. 2024. He was bailed out of prison. Doesn't matter. This was before the era of in prison / getting bailed out of prison. So I'm excited to share the story. We had Sean Kingston come to Clemson, South Carolina, my freshman year, aka March 2022. A lot of my friends and I were planning for it because the student government at Clemson, they usually have like 1 or 2 big events each year where they plan something. It's like a concert or maybe some picnic or something along those lines. Why are there so many fuzzies flying around? Just ignore the floaties. It just so happened that Sean Kingston was one of our big student events of the year. For anybody who might not be familiar with Sean Kingston, he does the songs Fire Burning, Eeny Meeny with Justin Bieber, and then also Beautiful Girls. That's a huge one. Those are just a few of his big songs from the 2000s era, and so obviously we had to go to it. I feel like me and the roomies, my freshman year, we were like, yes, we gotta do this. We gotta do this concert. I'm so congested, it's not even funny. Like, that's the other thing. I'm sidetracking a little bit here. The day that I'm filming this video was actually my 3-year anniversary of getting COVID. It's just kind of ironic because usually this time of year, I have a tendency to get sick. I don't know why, but it's usually like around September 11th, like that week. I just always remember it being sometime around then. And it's just really funny because it's my 3-year anniversary of me getting COVID and I'm starting to get congested now. So I'm like, oh my gosh, Rachel, I hope you're not getting sick because you got a big game coming up very soon and a lot of interesting things that might be popping up. You gotta stay okay, Rachel. You gotta stay okay. Maybe this will be the 1 year that I finally break my streak of being sick because it's either I'm getting COVID, I'm getting strep, I'm getting a cold of some kind, I'm getting COVID after effects. Yes, that has happened 1 year. If you guys would like me to tell my sick stories, because I've got 7 years of sick stories all around the same time. It's so weird. Anyways, right before the concert, my roommates and one of my friends decided that we were going to go to the Sean Kingston concert. And we had this crazy idea to camp out for the Sean Kingston concert because, like I said, CUSG provides like free events for students. So with that being said, the concert was first come, first serve and free. It wasn't that we had to sign up online ahead to get certain seats or anything. So we thought, originally the plan was to camp out overnight or go at 6 a.m. when no one was going to be awake. Maybe some people are thinking the same way. You know, there's over 30,000 people that attend Clemson. We wanted to make sure that we got there because only 2,500 could go in to this concert. So that was the catch, that it was free for all Clemson students, but only 2,500 2,500 could attend, at least in Tiger Park itself where the event was being held. So anyways, that was our original plan. We decided to do that, go at 6 a.m. instead of like camping out the entire night. But then we thought about it. We were like, okay, I don't think we need to go that early because it doesn't start until 5:30 p.m. at least when we could go in for the Sean Kingston concert. The concert for himself wasn't supposed to start until like 8-9 o'clock at night, and we were only able to be let in at 5:30 p.m. So we decided to wake up at 7 a.m., get glammed up, get ready, so that by before 9 o'clock we would have ourselves parked right outside the entrance at Tiger Park. For anybody who doesn't know where Tiger Park is, it is kind of right outside of Clemson's campus. It's like on the perimeter. If you know where the soccer field is, it's kind of like on that same road but on the opposite side of the road. So it's literally just like a gigantic park where events are held, concerts are held, etc. Around 8:30, 8:45, me, the roomies, and my one friend, we pulled up to Tiger Park. We stood right where the Tiger Park entrance was. Now, for this particular video, I also made a mini vlog. The first hour was from maybe around 8:30 to 10 a.m. It was around that time. We pulled out my big sitting blanket thing that I had, and it's usually used for the beach, but we just happened to use it for this particular thing, and it did us really well. The prep crew was already there, and it was just so funny because in the video, I mentioned how some of the prep crew members were literally laughing at us for being right outside the entrance. They thought it was so funny, and they were like, oh my gosh, like they're already lining up for Sean Kingston, blah, blah, blah. And I just thought it was so funny because you know what? In our minds, the 5 of us were thinking, you guys are gonna regret this later. You're gonna laugh now, but just wait until later. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you wish you were us. And even during some parts of this hour, we started getting honked at by cars because they started realizing who we were and what we were doing there. So we started gaining popularity low-key during this time. Hey, what's up, you guys? We've been waiting in line. There's some line, right? So currently we've had people like honking at us and stuff, and we've gotten a lot of attention. You can see there's like setting up in the back, but we'll see what ends up happening next. So around hour 2, this was around 11 a.m. We DoorDashed some Bojangles. We couldn't move from our spot. Like, we didn't want to. So we just had the DoorDash drivers just pull up to us, which was so funny. Still during 11 a.m., no one was still in line besides us. At this point, 8:30 and 11, we had gained a lot of popularity. Not in a good way exactly, because at the time that I was a freshman, there was an app for anybody who remembers, but for anybody who doesn't remember, this app called Yik Yak was very popular in college campuses at the time. Basically, it's like an app where you go in, people in the area of, let's say, Clemson University, for example, people were talking about how we were in line already. And they were like, oh my God, they're so stupid. It's so cold. I don't know why they would do that for Sean Kingston. I don't know. We just had so many pop-ups on Yik Yak. I honestly wish I took a screenshot of it. They were full on hating on us because we were early for the concert. I'm sorry. Like, we just wanted to make a day out of it and enjoy ourselves. If anything, it's me building memories with my friends. And isn't that what the college experience is all about? Anyways, we gained so much popularity that the Instagram page Clemson Chicks ended up posting about the concert, but they low-key were talking about us, literally referred to us in this post. In some way, we made people talk. Let's just say that, and that's the best part. Yo, what's up? We're on hour 3 currently. We're all chilling, and we have some new friends that have joined us. Hi. Attention hog. No, I'm kidding. So we're just waiting. We have Sean Kingston coming very soon. He's on the plane right now. By hour 3, it was maybe around 12 p.m. Some people started realizing how smart we were for joining the line first. We actually had another group end up joining us, which was so fun because they ended up having like full-on Sean Kingston merch, which was so funny. So we ended up becoming friends with them. We thought, why not make a DM to Sean Kingston? So I'll post that also over here, saying that we were already in line for his concert. We were so excited. He never got back to us. He was still 8 hours from even being in Clemson and like performing for us. But we had also heard rumors on Yik Yak at that time that Sean Kingston was hopping on his private jet to head to Clemson. So we were like, oh yes, this is so exciting. Ayo, this is our what now? 4 or 5? 5. Hour 5? Sheesh. Okay.
We've been here for 5 hours.
Wow. Is it? I don't remember. Okay, 4 hours. 4 hours. So we added some people. We got some. Hey. We're just waiting and having a great time. Or we're getting DoorDash again. It's gonna be a great time. Okay, so hour 4, aka like around 1 p.m. was probably an interesting and tea type of time because, well, first let's talk about how I accidentally said 5 hours. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. We were already there so long that we were already forgetting how long we were standing in line. At this time, we decided for like a mini lunch that we would DoorDash smoothies and your pie, so that was really fun. And then even more people were realizing how smart we were for joining the line. And at this point, we had like more people, so maybe 15-20 people were in line by the time that 1 p.m. was around, like around that time. Oh my gosh, it was just so funny because the 5 of us, my group, then there was the other group behind us, we realized that this one group of girls literally showed up and they were like, oh my god, hi, we want to become friends with you, and all the sweet talk to us. The 2 groups of us realized that they started sitting with us. This was our group. We were in the front of the line. This was the second group. This group was sitting right here. They were sticking in between us to try to blend in and pretend that they were one of us. We started catching on to what their tactics were. We let them sit with us for a little bit and then we were like, you're not cutting in front of the other group. This is rude. It just seems anybody will do anything to get into this concert now. Isn't it strange? We were cyberbullied on Yik Yak and now all of a sudden people are trying to be like us. It's only 1 p.m. Obviously, we had to tell them to move to the back of the line because it was not fair. No. You're not one of us. Sorry. You should have got here at 8:30, 9 a.m. just like us. So they got their justice. By hour 5, 2 p.m., a lot more people started hopping in line. Between 2 p.m. and I want to say 4:30, 5 o'clock was when a lot of people started showing up for the concert. Tiger Park is shaped like a square, so it was already starting to form like around the park. And it's a pretty decent sized park. There was just more setup, getting ready for Sean Kingston and the other bands that were coming on to perform before him. What's up? We are currently on hour 6.
Finally got my smoothie.
Yes, Haley finally got her smoothie, and here are these lovely ladies getting tans. Oh my gosh, it is so amazing. We are very close to time. Oh my god, that's my charger. Yeah, it's 3:16 and gates open at 5:30, so we are super excited. Yeah! By hour 6, 3 to 4 p.m., one of my roommates, Haley, she had ordered a smoothie literally the same time as us. For some reason, the DoorDash order didn't come in until 3 p.m., but she finally got her smoothie. Yo, what's up, guys? We're on hour 7? 6? 7.
Everyone said we couldn't do it and that we wouldn't make it.
Literally, everyone be hating at the beginning, and they won't hate us now. Say hey. So the line has grown. We went to the bathroom really quick. It was insane. Like, it was all the way on the other side. We're doing great now. By 4 p.m., aka hour 7, within the hour, the line grew tremendously. Pretend this is the park. It was wrapping around even further down past the park. Tiger Park is here. Esso is maybe a little bit down here. Esso, by the way, is a restaurant that is well known at Clemson. And that's how far I heard the line got. At this point, all of us were like, oh my gosh, can you believe we're the first ones in line for this concert? And it's wrapped all the way down to Esso. Within this hour too, a lot of people that were hating us on Yik Yak were now sending us positivity and respect. And it was just so funny because, you know, all these social media sites, they realized that the crazy girls who camped out at 8:30 a.m. were actually so smart for waiting for the Sean Kingston concert. Front center row tickets were maybe like $1,000 if this were an actual concert that you had to pay for. But we got it for absolutely free. That was the best part about it because we didn't have to pay a dime. Besides, obviously, eating meals throughout the day and getting them DoorDashed. But people realized that us crazy psycho girls that have been camping out for this long were actually brilliant. Yo, what's up? Okay, so we are currently on hour 8. The last 8 hours! I know, I can't believe it. So the line is like crazy. And I'll show you like a little bit of what it looks like here. So they have cop cars now. They set up the front here, so we're like ready to go in. It's gonna be a wonderful day. It's gonna be awesome, and we'll be in at 5:30. Gates open at 5:30, so can't wait. So glad you guys got to join my journey of being in the front of the line for this Sean Kingston concert. By hour 8, the line was so long, way past SO. People were posting about the fact that they might not even be able to get into the Sean Kingston concert because, like I said before, there were only 2,500 spots into Tiger Park itself. Even though it was free, you know, you still had to come at a good, timely manner. And some people, like, were kind of sad about this because they were like, oh my gosh, why weren't we the crazy girls that camped out at 8:30 a.m. for this concert? Because you're not like us, babes. You're not like us. We're just so good. If y'all are friends with me, I'm just saying, I'm that extra friend. I'm the girl that loves to go above and beyond on things and be extra. So getting there early at 8:30 a.m. was actually us not being extra. Like I said, we were going to camp out at 6 a.m. Just saying. Also, before 5:30, a ton of cops started coming in. At this point, it was just us waiting until 5:30 for us to finally enter. So as soon as 5:30 hit, we had to jump up, get ready, because as soon as we started getting up, people were starting to race to get through the security lines and everything so we could enter the park because they wanted that front and center spot. So the 5 of us made sure that we were fast. And there was even a point I could not bring in my little like blanket mat thing that we had been sitting on for literally 8 hours. And on top of that, they told me I couldn't bring in my AirPods. I had to hide my mini blanket and also my AirPods like all together. I just literally had to pray to God that I was not going to lose them and that I could find them after the concert. They were not going to hold on to that for me, which is horrible because they know our story. They know how long we've been there. But after all the drama, we finally got front and center for the Sean Kingston concert. Oh my God, the rain is getting so hard. It's starting to get windy. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to start ending off this video. But yeah, so we ended up staying at Tiger Park until about 9-10 o'clock at night. It was so fun. There were a few bands that performed beforehand, and then obviously Sean Kingston came at the end. Before Sean Kingston came though, the park literally filled up to capacity. The entire park was packed like sardines. You really had to fight for your spot, and thank God I'm part New Yorker. That's where I was born, so obviously I had to shove and elbow through these people even though I was in the front just to make sure that I didn't get like squished in to the barricade. It was crazy. You would not believe what people would do to try to push up to the front. There was actually a point at the end of the concert where Sean Kingston did call us up, the group of 5 of us, and some of the people behind us though were so salty, and for whatever reason when we got called up on stage, they just didn't want us up there. I managed to squeeze through because I can fit through small spaces and get out of small spaces, but some of my other friends were not super able to. 2 of my friends ended up getting caught by people because they were literally holding her down so she wouldn't get up. Like, it was so mean. I can't believe people could be that mean. People, you can do better than this. I was trying to literally like yank her out of this crowd of people so that we could all get a picture and meet Sean Kingston. It just took too long for my other 2 friends to unfortunately get out. He ended up calling on another group. Honestly, like, I felt so bad too because my 2 other friends were very traumatized by that moment and they were so pissed off, as they should be. I don't know, maybe like some of the crew or something should have yelled at the people to like stay back from them. Let's just say my inner New Yorker came out on them. If some of us couldn't get into the picture, none of us were going to. So that was also kind of the vibe that we were going on too. You know, that's not fair for us to get it and then not them. I'm always that friend that makes sure that everybody in the back ends up coming with us. I love being inclusive because I understand what it's like to be that person that's in the back of the group. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if y'all can relate to this, but if you ever been in a group setting walking on the sidewalk and you're on the edge of the sidewalk and people keep pushing you off the sidewalk, I understand how it feels to be that friend who is put in that position. So I never anybody ever to be put in that position because I want everyone to feel like they're welcomed whenever they're around me. I'm always just like that. I'm just a huge people person and that's just how it is. I just like to be inclusive to all. Either way, I feel like we had such a fun time at this concert. So, you know, at the end, we just ended up taking pictures. We decided because it was late, we were going to walk one of our friends back to where she was and get Peppino's on the way. And Peppino's, I don't think is open this semester at Clemson. In fact, I'm pretty sure they took it out of Clemson, which is a bummer because I feel like it was a staple, even though the pizza was so overpriced. One of our friends lived over at Lightsey, so we ended up getting Peppino's with her and then walking her back to Lightsey. The four of us, the roomies, we walked back to Mickle Hall, which is where we lived, aka right across the street from Death Valley. This moment, this Sean Kingston concert that happened in 2022 was honestly one of my biggest core memories that I have at Clemson. It's one of those memories that I can tell the kids one day and just tell them about how great Clemson is. I love Clemson for that, for all the fun memories that it's provided me since freshman year. And I have so many more to share, but in any case, I really hope you guys enjoyed this story. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want more stories like this. If you got to the end of the video, be sure to comment a microphone emoji. I love you guys so much. Continue to love yourself, stay golden, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!